Have you ever felt hesitant to share your ideas during a team meeting? Perhaps you were unsure if your opinion was welcome, especially with your manager present. This feeling, my friend, might be a subtle whisper of power distance at play. We've all experienced it, that invisible force shaping how we interact with authority figures in the workplace. It's about unspoken expectations, accepted norms, and how comfortable we feel voicing opinions or challenging superiors. Power distance, in a nutshell, is the extent to which less powerful members of a society accept and expect that power is distributed unequally. It's woven into the fabric of our cultures, influencing everything from how we raise our children to the dynamics we observe in our workplaces. Understanding this concept can be a game changer, offering valuable insights into workplace relationships and communication styles. Imagine a workplace where everyone feels empowered to contribute, regardless of their position. Open dialogue thrives, innovative ideas flow freely, and decisions are enriched by diverse perspectives. This is the transformative potential of understanding and addressing power distance. By recognizing its influence, we can create more inclusive and equitable work environments where everyone feels valued and heard. Power distance isn't about judging cultures or labeling them as good or bad. Instead, it helps us appreciate the beautiful tapestry of human interaction, understanding that different societies have different comfort levels with hierarchy. Think of it as a spectrum. On one end, we have cultures where hierarchy is deeply ingrained and communication flows vertically. In such cultures, employees may hesitate to approach their superiors directly or challenge their decisions. On the other end of the spectrum, we find cultures that value flatter hierarchies, where communication is more horizontal and employees feel comfortable voicing their opinions. Recognizing where your own culture and workplace fall on this spectrum is key to navigating interpersonal dynamics effectively. Now, let's bring this concept to life. Imagine a large corporation with a rigid hierarchical structure. Decisions are primarily made at the top, and communication follows a formal chain of command. Employees might feel hesitant to voice concerns or suggest improvements, fearing that it might be perceived as disrespectful. In contrast, picture a small startup where the CEO encourages an open door policy. Employees at all levels feel comfortable sharing their thoughts and ideas directly with leadership. This open communication fosters a culture of collaboration and innovation. As everyone feels valued and heard, let's paint a picture of power distance at play in different work settings. Imagine Sarah, a recent graduate from a culture with high power distance, joining a tech startup known for its flat organizational structure. Used to a more formal work environment, she's initially hesitant to address her manager by their first name or share her ideas openly in meetings. This is a classic example of how power distance shapes our expectations and behaviors. Sarah's upbringing instilled in her a deep respect for authority, making her initially cautious in this new setting. Now let's shift our focus to Carlos, a manager accustomed to a more hierarchical work culture. He's surprised when a team member, Maya, confidently challenges his approach during a project meeting. In Carlos's previous workplace, questioning a superior's judgment was often frowned upon. However, Maya's directness isn't meant as disrespect. She comes from a culture where open communication and constructive criticism are encouraged. These contrasting examples highlight the importance of cultural sensitivity and open communication in diverse workplaces. The impact of power distance extends far beyond the confines of our workplaces, influencing broader societal dynamics. Societies with high power distance often have a greater tolerance for inequality, both in terms of income and social status. This can manifest in various ways, from the education system to the healthcare sector. For instance, in such societies, access to quality education might be influenced by socio-economic background, perpetuating existing power imbalances. Similarly, healthcare disparities can arise, with those in lower socioeconomic strata facing greater challenges in accessing quality care. On the other hand, societies with lower power distance tend to strive for greater equality and social mobility. They often invest in social safety nets and policies that promote equal opportunities for all citizens. This can include initiatives like universal healthcare, affordable housing, and accessible education, ensuring that everyone has a fair chance to succeed regardless of their background. Understanding these broader societal implications is crucial for creating a more just and equitable world for all. So, how can we bridge the distance and create more inclusive work environments? It starts with awareness. Take a moment to reflect on your own cultural background and how it might influence your perception of power dynamics. Recognize that colleagues from different cultures may have different comfort levels with hierarchy and communication styles. Encourage open dialogue and create safe spaces for everyone to share their thoughts and ideas, regardless of their position. When giving feedback, be mindful of your approach. Direct criticism, while well intentioned, might be perceived negatively by individuals from high power distance cultures. Instead, opt for a more constructive and supportive tone. Remember, understanding power distance is not about erasing cultural differences, it's about fostering empathy, respect, and appreciation for the diverse perspectives that enrich our workplaces and our world. So let's embrace the richness of our differences and work together to create a more inclusive and equitable future, where everyone's voice is heard and valued.